I'm convinced that every Phantom Forces player goes through the exact same routine after loading up the game. Check the assault rifles, maybe a peek into the SMGs, maybe even, if they're in a bad mood, the shotguns, to try and ruin everyone else's day too. All of this, and completely forgetting that the Carbine section even exists. People always ask me what I think the best guns in the game are. And for me, without fail, it's the Carbines. Inside of this little, neglected tab are some of the strongest and most versatile guns in all of Phantom Forces. And there's no better time to talk about them than now, with all the new Carbines and crazy stat changes that came with them in the recent updates. So today, we're going to open up the catalog of Carbines and rank the top 5 best Carbines in Phantom Forces. Starting off strong at number 5, we have the OTS 126. Unlocked at rank 48, this carbine is actually a variant of the PP2000, a fully automatic machine pistol. However, as one might imagine, this conversion made quite a difference in the weapon performance. As you can probably guess from this bizarre gun design, the mobility on this gun is second to none. The default walk speed, ADS speed, and ADS walk speed are all some of the highest in the game. But even more importantly, the reload is only 2.26 seconds, which might not sound that impressive, but when the mag can hold 44 bullets, it's pretty insane. All of these stats together make a perfect run-and-gun carbine. And if that wasn't good enough already, the hipfire is also extremely precise by default. With standard ammo, this gun is already strong, but throw on 7N31 SAP ammo, and you have 34 damage and a torso multiplier that keeps it a 3-hit kill to the body out to 97 studs, and a 4-hit kill to the body at all ranges. With 600 fire rate, a 4-hit kill all ranges, insane handling, and purely vertical recoil, the OTS 126 becomes one of the easiest guns to use and master, completely showing up your lobbies. It's hard to follow up on a gun like that. But next up at 4, we have the M337. Unlocked at rank 147, I think this gun can in fact do just that. Now, you might be asking, what even is an M337? And to that I say, I'm not sure either. It's been subject to way too many name changes for me to keep track, but originally it was the HK337. Chambered in 300 AAC Blackout, this gun packs a crazy punch for its 750 fire rate. With 38 damage out to 60 studs and a 1.10 times torso multiplier, it 3 shots to the body out to 85 studs and 2 shots to the head out to 68. Similarly to the OTS 126, this gun also has stellar handling, less so the mobility part though. The biggest downside is that it really doesn't have many good attachments, so the base gun is more or less what you're going to be using. Not much upward mobility in terms of builds. With such a strong bullet performance and 1.2 studs of penetration, this carbine has a crazy fast time to kill and is criminally underrated. Coming in at number 3, we have a gun that I know everyone is sick of seeing. The C25 is a brand new addition to the game and unlocked at rank 0. I just made an 8-minute in-depth stat video on this gun, so make sure to check that out. But let's hammer home the parts of this gun that really make it insane. This Canadian rifle has a base 800 fire rate and absolutely 0 recoil. And I mean 0 recoil. While it can't 3-shot to the body, it has just about every other stat going for it. It's designed purely for getting a kill or two quickly per mag, and then cycling on to the next. This is extremely easy and repeatable with the 1.89 second reload time. But better yet, this gun has amazing potential for different builds, ranging from mobility builds with almost a 15 weapon walk speed, all the way to pure headshot builds with 1.9 times headshot multiplier and no recoil. Whatever playstyle you want, this gun can mold itself to that and do marginally better than the other weapons in this class. There's nothing this gun can't do, and that's why it's a perfect gun for beginners and experienced players alike. And let's be real, who doesn't love a rank 0 gun? Up next at spot number 2, we find the AEK 973S. This gun is unlocked at rank 192, And, as coincidence has it, I also made a video on this one. When it released, saying this gun was busted is an understatement. It completely destroyed the balancing of the game. However, with the 4th of July update, we saw it hit by a number of nerfs. The reload time got nerfed into the ground, as you can probably tell by the animation just being way slower than it needs to be, but also a bit in recoil and hipfire accuracy. And here we are with it still being the second strongest carbine. So what does that tell us? Turns out 900 fire rate with a 3 hit anywhere out to 61 studs, 1.4 studs of penetration, and minimal recoil tends to make a pretty insane gun. Thanks, Phantom Forces. Now I know this one is a little harder to get to, sitting at rank 192. So thankfully, I have just the thing for you guys coming in at number 1. Now, first place on this list is going to be a classic carbine that has gone underappreciated by the average player for way too long. Unlocked at merely rank 14, many people tend to shy away from this gun due to it being burst only. While that's true, if you can work around the burst and accept that you actually have to tap and hold, you will find that the M4 is ungodly broken. It has been nerfed, time and time again, and still it remains number 1. Based on an AR-15 platform, this specialty rifle sports only 3-shot burst mode and semi-automatic. But don't let that stop you from using it, as it has a fire rate of 950, one of the highest in the class. This, coupled with the 35 damage up close and 1.5 times headshot multiplier and 1.10 times torso multiplier, makes it 2-shot to the head and 3-shot to the body at close range. When firing a burst, there is extremely low recoil and spread, so more often than not, you are actually hitting multiple bullets per burst. You see where this is going, right? And all of this is just scratching the surface of the overall stats of this gun. 1.89 second reload time, a nearly 3,000 stud per second muzzle velocity. Everything about this gun is absolutely top tier. I hate burst as much as the next guy, but this carbine makes it all worth it. I've never had a bad experience with it throughout the many years that it's been extremely OP, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. Everyone watching should definitely give it a shot. I'm confident that you will not regret it. So those are my picks for the top 5 carbines in Phantom Forces. I've been using a lot of carbines recently. Hopefully everyone isn't getting too bored of them. I actually had made an entire script for a carbine video before the 4th of July update, but it had to be scrapped because so many things changed when it came out. But regardless, I really hope you all enjoyed the video. Please let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see next. I hope to see you all in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.